And we're back another week.
Episode number 5.
How's it going, Kevin?
It's going well. It's going well. Keeping busy, staying warm. Um, Trying to stay warm anyway. No promises on that one.
You guys got a lot of snow?
Too much snow. Yeah, if you want some, you can have it.
You didn't get the 30 inches or whatever, did you?
Uh, no, it feels like it, but no, we're sitting around the 12 to 15 inches.
Okay, well, that's
So,
still a lot. Yeah, we're supposed to get
yeah.
about 20 tonight, but we'll
Right.
see. Hopefully it's 2.
Yeah, right, right.
All
So,
right, let's get into this.
absolutely.
All right. First up is our spilling the beans. Spilling the beans.
Yes, and some pretty big news this week. Um, we have a new A/B testing for Alexa. So what this means is, so there's a post out there that we'll throw up in chat,
Mm-hmm.
but Arun Krishnan wrote this blog post on the Alexa developer blogs, and they've just came out with this A/B testing. So for those of you who aren't familiar with A/B testing, it's being able to have almost two versions of your skill or app or software or whatever, and present them to two different groups, your A group and your B group. And then you can get feedback individually on each of those to see different performance metrics, to see which has maybe, we'll get into it a little bit, but the article describes, or the blog post
Mm-hmm.
talks about pieces and parts that you can actually analyze to make determinations on your official, well, not even necessarily official, but which way you want to go when developing your skill. So, one of the businesses that they talked about was Vocella. It's in the United Kingdom. They kind of give a rundown of an example of how they used A/B testing in the past and how quickly using A/B testing for Alexa in the developer console um, really, well, just how quickly it showed up uh, for them
Yeah,
to get results. Yeah.
to really go in depth on that along before somewhere in the beginning of the article they're stating I think it was up to 2 weeks to get stuff back,
Mhm.
but it was in the dev console, it was 2 hours, so
Right.
that's
Right.
amazing for a company to get their stuff back in 2 hours or less.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think they also used APL versions. So they had two different APL, we'll call them pathways, that they were analyzing and following. And then they were able to, I think they said 15% more effective was one versus the other. And they were able to
Yeah.
easily tell how
Hmm.
quickly that happened. So, did you want to talk a little bit about what they did test and the different things that you can actually analyze?
um So,
I
different
know.
things that they stated were customer perceived friction rate.
Mhm,
Uh,
mhm.
so, like um,
And
the
friction.
different pathways a customer would take, and
Right.
which areas have the most friction. um, uh,
And I think of
less
friction as
flow.
headaches. Oops, sorry.
Yes, exactly,
You,
exactly.
you know, yeah,
It
like
doesn't flow properly,
mhm,
and it's pain points.
yeah,
Um, you can also test in-skill purchasing offers when they
mhm.
accept, sales, offer accept rate, um, offer purchase success rate, and then there is next day retention,
Yeah, I found that
which is
interesting.
pretty good.
Yep.
I'm waiting for this week to be done, because then I get to see what my retention rates are for this last week for Cards of Wonder. So
Right. Right.
that is pretty cool to get next day retention.
Mhm.
Skill dialogues.
Yes.
Skill
Um,
dialogues. Track customers' sessions with skills. The metric maps to one dialogue per session with skill, regardless the number of interactions with the session.
right. Right. And so to me, that sounded confusing. Like I need to really dig
I,
into the documentation on this.
I think that is like per if a conversation with the skill. That's what it
Okay.
means. So yeah.
Okay. And then there was also
Um,
skill active days.
yes.
Yep.
So
Which,
the active number of days a customer is using your skill,
mhm.
which I mean that is uh, great as well.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
also these are um, a lot of these are after you have it published. This is pre-published. After you get all these stats, anyways, but this is
Right.
pre-published. Um,
Mhm.
so you can actually kind of feel what and how you should design your APL and your voice
Yep. Exactly.
to make
Because,
it flow properly.
yep. And I can see myself using this because typically what happens, at least for like my random factoid skill that I have, was I created 2 or 3 versions of it, and they were all in dev, and they were just on my own personal devices, and I'd say, "Hey, wife, which one do you like?" And then she'd be like, "Oh, I like all of them, honey. They're all great." And then, I'm like, "Well,
Oh,
that really doesn't help me," you know? And and then I'd say, "Well, did you play it?" And she said, "Oh, yeah. Yeah, I played it." "Oh, what was your favorite, fact?" And everything, and then she'd make something up. But, you know, so so to actually have real world information, that I can use in order to not have to build the skill 3
yes.
different times to get feedback on, I'm looking forward to kinda implementing some of this.
Yeah,
But like I said. Oh, go ahead,
for
I'm
sure.
sorry.
No,
I
go
definitely
ahead.
need to dig in. I definitely need to dig into the documentation.
Mhm.
I think there's a lot here to unpack, and I see you have the, dev console up. Do you wanna run through that real quick and see what we have?
Yep. So to get here, it is all the way on the certification tab up top. This
Mhm,
is Space Marauders, by the way. All the way to certification, all the way on the bottom. This is A/B testing beta.
mhm.
Um, and don't even ask me how to fill this stuff out, because I have no idea.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, all this is over my head right now. But once I figure it out, all that stuff would be awesome to know
Mhm.
prior launching a skill.
Yes, yes. And I was kind of thinking about this, in the fact of, can I create one skill, but have a break point, so to speak, in there,
Mhm.
where then I would branch it off. Does so I don't have the 2 skills necessarily, but I have the skill and it's going along, and then I hit that break point, and then
Mhm.
I diverge. That's what I was kind of thinking, how how that would how that would work.
Hmm.
And I'm assuming it's in here somewhere, as far as specifying an intent or
Um,
something that would.
Probably utterances.
uh, right.
I would think utterances,
Mhm.
but I could be wrong. Skill retention. These are all ISPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could tell that ISP was the focus of the article,
Yeah.
the blog post. That was definitely the focus, was how to increase revenue. What's the data that people are doing that brought in the most revenue? So I'm happy to see that for sure. And I'm looking forward to kind of getting my fingers on it and digging in. But yeah, I think us as developers, we'll dive into the documentation, but I also would like to see it somewhat self-explanatory as well, or have Amazon really push this so that it's not just kind of a hidden feature. Because it in beta, is that right? Is that what the
Yeah.
or is this live?
Yes, it is
forever?
in beta.
Okay.
It says
I
right
thought
on
so.
there.
Yep.
Sorry. I
No,
saw
all
this
good.
button and I clicked into it.
That's what we do. That's what we do. So yeah, if anybody in chat gets a chance to experiment and play with this, let us know your thoughts, your feelings. Definitely reach out to us on Twitter for sure, and let us know how you're utilizing A/B testing.
Yeah, for sure. We'd like to know more too.
Yep.
And tell us how to do it.
Yes, yeah, that part. So yeah, so this will be neat to play with.
Mm-hmm. You got anything else on that, or should we go to Bean-boozeled?
Let's jump into Bean-boozeled.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna keep my eye on the A/B testing, but yeah, let's move on.
Bean-boozeled. Bring this bad boy up again.
Yeah. So I actually chose this one, but I do not know much about the topic as I should. So, fun fact is my first, well, no, I guess not. One of my first consoles was a Sega Genesis. And everybody
Okay.
knows Sega for being Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Like Nintendo had Mario and we had Sonic. So,
Nice.
go ahead and we'll launch it and everybody will see what we're going to get into.
Unofficial Sonic the Hedgehog trivia. And I love that it says unofficial. I just love it.
I picked it just for you.
What? Unofficial Sonic the Hedgehog trivia. Oh, I'm not saying open. Open, unofficial Sonic the Hedgehog trivia.
Okay, here's unofficial Sonic the Hedgehog trivia.
Yep.
It's time to go fast with the Sonic the Hedgehog trivia game from Noser Studios. I will ask you a series of questions based on your knowledge of Sonic the Hedgehog from TV, video games, and comics. This game will be updated from time to time, so if you hear it's missing from your game list, it may be getting worked on.
That's
1
good.
to 4 players can play. How many are playing?
2.
Player 1, give me a nickname to call you, like Rocking Robin or Crazy Cat.
Boylan.
Hi Boiling. I'm Wei Ting. Oh, you're here? Let's begin. To revise your player name, say undo. Player 2, give me a nickname to call you.
Pick one for me.
Groot.
There you go.
Hi Groot. It's time to speed keyed. Let's start the game. Let's start. Remember to answer quickly. First to 5 points wins. To undo an answer, say undo. This first question is for Boiling. Scratch and Grounder from Adventures of Sonic have made numerous appearances in Sonic games as prototypes of themselves. However, in which 2 games do they appear as their animated selves? Is the answer 1. Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. 2. Sonic Spinball and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Or 3. Sonic 2 and Sonic Spinball.
1.
You said 1. Sonic 2 and Sonic 3. No, sorry, the correct answer was Sonic Spinball and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. In Sonic Spinball, the two badniks are seen protecting prizes in the bonus round.
Oh, wow.
Robotnik's Mean
Pretty
Bean
detailed.
Machine are CPU characters that are trying to defeat you. Groot's turn. Which of the following is not a team in Sonic Heroes? Is the answer 1. Team Chaotix, 2. Team Metal, or 3. Team Dark?
2.
2. Nice.
Uh-huh.
That's right. You now have 1 point. Sonic Heroes consists of 4 teams, which are Team Sonic, Team Dark, Team Rose, and Team Chaotix. Boiling's turn. In Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic is seen with the sword Calibur. However, 4 years before this game he said he would never use a weapon. Which game was that? Is the answer 1. Sonic Rivals, 2. Shadow the Hedgehog, or 3. Sonic Rush?
3.
You said 3. Sonic Rush. Shoot! Not your day. The correct answer was
Nope.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Hmm.
In one part of the game where you team up with Sonic, he states that he will
I
never
knew it
pick
wasn't
up
the
a
first
weapon
one,
unless swords
because I
don't
actually had
count.
that game.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Groot's turn. Which series is it that Sonic has a brother and a sister? Is the answer 1. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, 2. Sonic Boom, or 3. Sonic Underground?
3.
3. Yes.
Right on. You now have 2 points.
You're
Okay.
good
Round
playing
follows
it
the
off.
adventures
Or
of Sonic and his siblings Sonia and Manic as they save the planet from the evil Dr. Robotnik.
I'm going off of names. Like,
Boiling's turn.
just
Who was the first Hollywood actress to voice a character in the Sonic games? Is the answer 1. Drew Barrymore, 2. Lacey Chabert, or 3. Jodie Sweetin?
no idea.
I don't
2. Yes.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, not bad. You now have 1 point. Lacey Chabert, known for her roles as Eliza on The Wild Thornberrys and Meg on Family Guy, played the role of Princess Elise in the Sonic 06 game.
Okay. I don't know.
Groot's turn. When is Sonic the Hedgehog's official birthday? Is the answer 1. July 26, 1991, 2. June 23, 1991, or 3. February 26, 1991?
I knew it was 91. 1.
1.
You
3.
said 1. July 26, 1991. Shoot! Not your day. The correct answer was June 23, 1991.
Okay.
June
Well,
23rd is the official release date of Sonic 1, as that was the day it was released in America and Europe. It was released in Japan on July 26, 1991.
yeah.
Boiling's turn. Outside of the cartoons and anime, which game was the first to provide an English voice actor for Sonic? Is the answer 1. Sonic Adventure, 2. Sonic Schoolhouse, or 3. Sonic 3D Blast?
3.
You said 3. Sonic 3D Blast. Try again. The correct answer was Sonic Schoolhouse. Megan Glima provided the
I never
voice
even
of
heard that
Sonic
one.
in the Sonic Schoolhouse game. Groot's turn. In Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube, what does the giant machine in the Zhao Garden that lets you edit Zhao and take Zhao on the go look like? Is the answer 1. A Sonic statue. 2. A Game Boy Advance. 3.
I changed my
A
answer.
toy chest. Or 4. A box.
3.
3.
You said 3. A toy chest. No, sorry, the correct answer was a Game Boy Advance.
Oh,
The giant machine resembles
Yeah.
a
you would have
Game
been
Boy
right
Advance.
with your guess.
Yeah, why didn't I?
In Sonic Advance, you could transfer your Zhao from the GameCube game and into the Game Boy game for on-the-road fun.
Huh. Okay.
Boiling's turn. What is Sonic's comic book called in the UK? Is the answer 1. Sonic the Hedgehog. 2. Sonic the Comic. 3. Sonic Stories. Or 4. The World of Mobius.
Why don't you just say 4?
It's so different.
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where's
You now have 2
Gold Zulu
points.
when we need him?
I was gonna say that too.
Fleetway comics of Sonic the Hedgehog and also feature stories from other Sega franchises as well, such as Knights and Golden Axe.
What is the score?
Groot's turn. Sonic
Pretty
has
sure it's
reached
tied
many
now.
milestones, but he is the only video game character to accomplish the longest running what? Is the answer 1. Television series. 2. Comic book series. Or 3. Video game series.
It's not 1. 1.
1.
You said 1. Television series. Try again. The correct answer was comic book series.
Hmm.
Sonic holds
Really?
the record of the longest running comic book based on a video game, being with Archie Comics publications for over 24 years, and now has a new comic out with IDW entitled Sonic the Hedgehog.
I wouldn't
Never
have thought
knew
of
that.
Oiler's turn. In the first Sonic game for the Genesis, which badnik is seen first? Is the answer 1. Motobug. 2. Buzz Bomber. 3. Crab Meat. Or 4. Fish Robo.
3.
You said
Jeez.
It's
3.
1.
Crab Meat. Shoot! Not your day. The correct answer was Motobug.
Mhm.
The Motobug is the first badnik Sonic will see in the game,
Yep. I did know that one.
who appeared in the Sonic and Knuckles commercial in 1994. Is the answer 1. Amy Rose. 2. Abraham Lincoln. Or 3. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah, not
we tested
bad.
out the
You now have 3
just
points.
saying the answer.
In the commercial, 2
That's
elves are
good.
trying to promote Sonic and Knuckles to Santa Claus. Boiling's turn.
What?
True or false?
I thought it was only
Sir
5
Charles
rounds.
invented the roboticizer.
Wow. It was fun.
The
I mean, we can
answer-
stop. I think I'm ahead, right?
True. Or 2. False.
2. I mean, the question. Yes.
I think. Oh, there you go. I think it goes
now
to the first player to 5 points. Oxygen
The
Buck.
answer is
Oh,
false.
5 points.
Outside of the Sonic Sat AM series, Underground and the Archie comics, Uncle Chuck does not exist in the Sonic universe. Groot's turn. What is the name of the second zone in the first Sonic game for the Genesis?
Okay.
Is the answer 1. Hilltop Zone. 2. Labyrinth Zone. 3.
Maybe.
Bridge Zone. Or 4. Marble Zone.
Shoot. I think it's 4. That's not right.
4.
All right.
We broke it.
It was fun. I mean, it was good. Um,
4. Ridge zone. Nope. Completely broke it.
Okay,
Cool.
that's all right. Hey, I mean, I, I liked it. I thought it was good. Some really random, out there stuff, but it covered the comics, the show, the
Mhm.
games. Pretty good. Had
And then it had
um,
facts with it as well.
yes, that was really nice. Really nice.
So
And I'm not sure if you were here for this part, Oxygen Box, but there was a message at the beginning when we fired it up that said, you know, it's in active development. So the developer is going to keep tweaking it and updating it with new facts and information. Pretty cool.
mhm.
My big question is, does that count as a win for
Yeah.
for who?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is that now?
Did
I think you're up 1 or up
I
2. I can't remember.
I think I'm up one. I think I'm up one.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll keep track. But
But
yeah,
not really.
it was
We'll keep track
but
more
not
of
at
it.
all because we're like, did we? Didn't we? So yeah, that was a good Bean-boozled. I like that skill. Um, it didn't have any reviews, or
Mm.
I don't think it did, or did it have two?
I didn't even actually pull it up. But
Yeah, I don't think it had any reviews. But if you enjoy it, go for it. I liked it. It was, and it said unofficial in the title, so
yes,
that's a there you go.
which we love.
Yes, all about the official, unofficial.
So next up is the Beaningful Conversation. While we are
Yes.
talking about that, you'll start it, and then I'll pull up that skill so I can share for everyone.
Yeah, sure. So for this week's Beaningful Conversation, we are a month into 2022, and we're kind of going to go over what we think will happen with voice technology, what we want to happen, and then kind of we'll trail it off with what needs to happen. So I'm going to start off a little bit. What I think is going to happen in 2022 is it's going to be a good year for, I want to call it like natural language. So I think we're going to see some improvements in how you can just naturally have a conversation with a device or any type of voice technology. I think you're going to be able to say the ums and the uhs a little bit more, and it's going to be more casual. I'm hoping to see some of that. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're kind of transitioning towards that natural language, and I think that's going to grow in 2022. Um, I also think that we're going to see a little bit more with voice features. And what I mean by that is I think we're going to see more notifications coming from voice. So I know it's been out there like last year as well, but shipping notifications. Whenever you buy something through Amazon, you get that alert like your device has the yellow ring on it, and it'll pulse and say, "Hey, your package has arrived," or shipping has been created. I think we're going to see developers utilize notifications more often. And I think we should. I think, well, I mean, should is a strong term for it or a strong opinion, but I think I think we're going to see more of that. I think developers are going to start taking advantage of those tools a little bit for 2022. Um, I'm thinking that we're going to see voice in other areas as well. And I was thinking about this over the weekend because I had to call the doctor's office. I'm okay, just in case anybody was wondering. But I called the doctor's office,
That's good.
and yeah, and I got stuck in that IVR system. The press one for this, press two for this, and it just is so monotone and so dry. And I had to give my prescription number and everything, and it was like, can you please repeat that? Can you repeat that? So I think we're going to see improvements in some of that as well. And I think a lot of this voice tech that we utilize with, your utterances and intents could definitely be used in that type of situation. Um, So I think that's something we'll see in 2022. Um, Anything that you had?
Just to go off of a bunch of stuff that you said, uh, just more recent one, they actually are utilizing Lex a lot more often. I've seen it with, I think, Xfinity or the cable companies are
Okay.
using Lex more than what you were describing. The more press one for this kind of deal. You can
Mhm.
just say what you want, and then it will try to figure it out.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I would definitely agree with you there. It's going to increase to get more of that for a lot of, your all bunch of companies, different types of companies. I would see that.
Mhm.
Um, um, what was the other thing that I was gonna go off of? Uh, I'm blanking
Something
on
you
it right now.
something you think was going to happen, or something you want to happen in
So,
2022?
I think
Okay.
was gonna happen. That the maybe I'll just think of what I think
Yeah, all good.
myself.
Do you, do you think
Yeah, go ahead.
that do you think that we're going to have more personalized experiences in
Oh yeah,
2022?
that's what I was
I
gonna
think
say.
so too. Oh, okay.
Um,
We're on the same page then, cuz yeah. Cool.
Uh, so to go off the notifications idea is I think they're going to be more push to phone notifications as well than there ever was, at least for uh, um, but in general, I think the the voice and notifications is going to increase. Um,
Yeah.
and then the the ability to use voice on your websites,
Yes.
on
Yes.
um, yeah,
Yep.
bunch of stuff.
That's kind of where I was thinking too, is that kind of piggybacking off last week's episode. If you haven't seen that, feel free to watch that. And then we talked about what was going on at CES. So all these things that were incorporating voice technology into them. So CES is kind of a good indicator of what's coming down the line. And voice we saw a lot of dumb things getting smarter through voice is what we saw. So I think we're going to see a lot more of that actually in the market. Like our coffee makers are more intelligent and all that. So I definitely think we're going to see that. And something that I want to see. So that's what I think is going to happen. So I'm going to transition into what I want to see.
Okay.
And I want to see more personalized experiences. And by that I mean, if I talked so if let's I work from home, so I don't really travel, but my wife does. So if I would say, Alexa, what's the traffic like? It's going to be like, hey, Kevin, you don't really go anywhere, so or do anything, so traffic's pretty good. And then it would know if my wife says it, she's going to be like, well, you want to take Route 22 because 56 is just backed up or whatever. So I would like to see a little bit more of that personalization and a designation. So I don't know if that's possible. I mean, it's definitely possible, voice prints and all that, but I'd like to see a little bit more of that. And I also want to see more natural voices. So I think Alexa does very, very well at piecing together phrases and things. So if you put like a comma, it does that little pause and then continues. We can also tweak what Alexa says or any voice by making it strong, where there's emphasis on the word or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that maybe be a little more natural, and I think through like maybe AI, machine learning, that kind of stuff, I think it's doable, and I'd like to see it. And I think this would be a really good year for it, based on we have all of this foundation stuff. Now we could really build on top of that and push it forward this year.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
that's what I'd like to see. Um, yeah, I think that's what I want. Did you have any wants that you want? And
I
it
have
could
a
be even.
laundry list. I don't think
Oh
we
boy,
have enough time. No.
give me the top two. Top two.
I want better for this is from a developer standpoint, not
Okay.
just voice in general, developer standpoint. Oh no, a voice developer standpoint. There we go.
Okay. Perfect.
I want leaderboards. I want leaderboards that are useful. I
Okay.
want the ability to um, uh, use leaderboards and not have a uh, bunch of hoops to go through.
Okay. Okay.
Enough about that. But better leaderboards. I'm actually creating my own for Space Marauders. I'm so sick of it. But anyways,
Okay. I understand.
and then as always, better Amazon, Google, whatever, and the
Yep.
developer better relationship between the
Yep.
two. So big company and indie devs, there has to be a better relationship, and that's what
Yeah.
I would hope for what I want for this year.
Mhm.
And um,
I definitely agree with you 100% on those two. So the leaderboards, I'm not as familiar with. I know there's like Game On, but
right.
it's a little rough, I guess. Um, but the developer relationship, yeah, that would be great. I mean, I know there's some evangelists out there. I know there's tools and everything, but it would be great to look back in 5 years and say, oh, 2022 was when this really sparked off. You know, that it really, you could pinpoint exactly when things improved or that
Yep.
point in time.
Yep.
So, I don't know. Does anybody in chat have any wants that they want to see in 2022 for voice, or what they think might happen? You know, if you have that crystal ball, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Oxygen Box says here that the Alexa team seems to have trouble keeping employees.
Snap.
Yeah, I've seen some things on like Twitter and whatnot, but yeah, I would agree that maybe there's some improvements that could be made. Is that a tactful way of saying that? I think so.
And I believe that's pronounced employees.
Yes, yes, it's the formal way of saying it. But
A
yeah,
little rip on Oxygen Box.
in
And
2022, more beans.
more beans.
More beans. Do we need to have between 3 beans? Is that
Oh
a
my
thing?
gosh. I know there's going to be the cool beans, between two beans shows. So
Yeah.
I'm not sick.
Cool.
But yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see. Well, I mean, I've said this in the past on previous episodes. It'll be interesting to see what this year holds. You know,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's the physical products, whether it's the developer tools, just
Yeah.
the environment, and even like my parents. You know, they don't really understand my they see my passion for it, but they don't really understand why I'm passionate about this stuff.
Mhm.
But I would love to see your common person really get into voice, make it a part of their
For
everyday
sure.
routine, their life, that kind of thing.
I'm just thinking like all the people at our work.
Yes, yes. Oh my
And
goodness. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
uh,
Oh.
yeah,
Yep.
just a grain of how awesome this stuff is. Could if they could
Yeah.
just get a grain of it, it would be great.
And that's just it. Like the thing that I love about voice, and I've said this, I think, in our inaugural first episode, the thing that I love about voice is it's accessible to everybody.
Mhm.
Whatever your interest is, there's something in voice for you. And like you said, our coworkers, I mean, with their skill sets and their interests, I mean, sky's the limit.
Mhm.
Sky's the limit. But
Sure.
I guess anything that you, I don't know, this would be a tough one, but anything you don't see happening.
Oh,
What's that?
don't see happening.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything that
mean,
we want.
that might be it. That might be it. For
We don't
me,
talk about roadmap on this show either.
yeah, we don't talk about roadmap. Dun, dun, dun. Um,
If no one understood that song, you need to watch Encanto, okay?
yeah,
Or at least
yeah,
listen to the soundtrack or something.
yeah, or stop by my house. It's on repeat 24/7. So
Nice.
yeah, but yeah, I agree. I think there, I think we've got some wishful thinking on our roadmap that we don't talk about.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I hope some of these things do come to pass, but
yeah, yeah, I'll take anything and everything I can get, but I keep my expectations pretty tempered. So
yeah. So, is there anything that you need to happen this year?
I need more Alexa devices or voice devices. I need that because I love to play. You talked about the Alexa earbuds. I need to get myself a pair of those. I sometimes I'll wear glasses when I'm not wearing contacts, so I'll wear glasses, and I really think I could use some Echo frames. I want
Nice.
more. I want all the things. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I do. I want more around here.
I've
So
been looking for my glasses. I don't have Echo frames. Oh, there they are.
yeah, you know what I would like?
But
Here's
these are
something
just
I would like. Those are. Oh yeah. Oh,
there we go.
yeah. We're styling now, right?
There. You got to put your nose up so there's not too much reflection.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like this.
For those of you didn't just see that, we were trying on our glasses that we got. What was this year's or last year's?
2020.
2020 Alexa Live glasses.
Yep.
Um,
Blue light filtering
yeah,
glasses. But
I haven't
here's
worn
the
them in a
thing that
while.
between four eyes. There you go. um, so very very quickly here, because I know we're getting on time for this topic, but I
Mhm.
do want to see um updated tutorials. I think I want to see
Mm,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I know Cake Time exists. Cake Time is the one that everybody talks about.
Mm-hmm.
But if we could get another example, so you have someone brand spanking new to voice, and they're just, where do I start? How do I begin?
Yep.
Get a tutorial, because even Cake Time, as it stands right now, there are some updates that could be made to it. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't checked it in probably 6 months, but when I was going through it just to review it for fun, there were things that I was like, oh, that could be more clear based on what I know
Mhm.
now, or maybe that's not the best way anymore how to do that. So, um, yeah, I guess I should have went that way. But yeah, that's what I would want to see. Is that would be my number one thing is make it more accessible to everybody. Get maybe some updated docs on a
Yeah,
tutorial like that. So.
I would agree with that. Just don't make another fact skill. Just kidding.
Yes. Yeah. No. 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 You've heard my rant on just gag skill stuff that just
Yeah,
too much is, in my opinion, just out there. I
yeah,
mean, someday we'll just pull up the screen and we'll just review like all these skill or not review, but we'll just go through them and be like, you'll see my blood pressure rise. We're gonna have a little virtual blood pressure cuff on the screen, and it's just gonna like go. Until my screen turns red, and then I go silent. So, but
nice.
yeah, but we had a bean taste test. It's pretty basic, I think. It's called photo prompt, and um, one of my interests for 2022 is to be a little bit better with photography. And so this
Mm,
is one that I had picked this week because I have a pretty nice camera that sits here and I use it like a point and shoot camera.
mhm.
So, you know, I need to be better about that. So,
Is
what
there?
this
Go ahead. I was just gonna ask you: is there APL or is there
I,
visuals or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
It had 0 reviews.
Yeah.
The developer was just an individual, Carol Schiraldi. So, we open it by saying start photo prompts, and it just kind of gives you a list or a
All right.
suggestion of what you could take a photo of.
Start photo prompts.
Okay, here's photo prompts.
Cool.
Here we go. I'm going to go with the night sky.
Okay, and that's it, I guess. Okay, can you ask for another prompt?
Another prompt. No, it was close.
Okay, all right. It could be something I use because what I'm doing right now is going through an online course
Uh
that
huh.
tells you about perspective, using like the rule of three was one of them, um, lighting, subject stuff. So
I
I'm
gotcha.
always kind of, it's the middle of winter. Everything's white right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
maybe having some prompts might be pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. And it had 0 reviews. Just wanted to showcase maybe something that could potentially
Yeah,
be interesting to someone.
for sure.
Yeah, cool. But that brings us to our bean of the week. So, for those of you who don't know, our bean of the week doesn't necessarily have to be voice technology related, but it's just something that we find interesting. So, maybe something physical or an app or a piece of equipment that we use, something like that. So, did you have a bean of the week this week?
I I did put one together right at the last
Nice.
minute again.
Hey, no
But
worries.
this is
All good.
yours, so you can go ahead,
Okay,
kick it off.
sure. So I have all these random interests apparently, and one of them is beekeeping. So I actually have this book. It's called "The Honeybee: A Guide for Beekeepers," and it was actually written in 1991, I think. So same year as Sonic,
Wow.
and but it's got some really good information in it. Um, it takes you from step one all the way to collecting and maintaining the hive, that kind of thing. Um, Yeah, it's a good book. It's got color pictures in there, black and white pictures. Um, it's not necessarily at the For Dummies level, that series, but it is beginner friendly. So I do recommend it if you have any interest in beekeeping, which I do.
Do you have bees right now?
Not currently anymore. There's a RIP bees.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. The winter was rough, I think. So
gotcha.
yeah, but there's a few between two bees. Yeah, spin-off show if you're interested. Oxygen Box. But but yeah, I've got family members that were interested in it. A couple other friends from other places that are into it. So it's kind of a neat little thing. There's low maintenance, just kind of there's a little bit of work, but mostly it's just set them and forget them in a way.
Oh.
That's really simplifying it, but it's neat. Maybe that's why I don't have them anymore. Yeah, I forgot about them too long.
It's the same thing with plants, right? Just set them and forget them, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you just have to sing to them or something, or talk to them every once in a while.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, that was mine.
Okay. Mine is Marvel Unlimited.
Marvel
Uh,
Unlimited.
yeah. So it is my app. I have on my phone. There's thousands of Marvel. Well, we don't need this up anymore. Thousands of comics that you can read on the phone or the iPad or any other tablet or anything like that. And um, last year, I don't know how many I read. Maybe 30 to 40 comics I read.
Okay.
Um, I was, busy with other stuff mostly. But this year, it seems like I've increased my comic reading. So I've already read like 5 this year, I think.
Nice.
So I enjoy Marvel comics. If you don't understand that yet, by all the Marvel stuff I have, um, we can um, all the Marvel stuff. There we go.
There you go. Yep.
I have, and there's um blanking her. She's my favorite. Not just because she looks good. She's pretty cool too.
Nice.
Um
It's a
magic.
subscription service, is
Magic.
that
But anyways.
magic, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is a subscription. $10 a month or I'm gonna say 100 no, $10 a month or I pay 100 because then you get a exclusive kit which comes with 2 actual comics, usually a pin or a patch, and then a figure.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So
Little perk.
and I love collecting figures, so I'm all for it. And
Yeah.
that's $100 a month, so or a year. Sorry, $100 a year, which is about $8.25 a month.
Yeah.
Um, and you also get invited to events as well. Obviously, this last few couple years, uh, I didn't go to any of these events. I stayed home. But we have a comics and entertainment thing every year in Chicagoland, and that I normally go to. Um, and they Marvel usually has a panel only for subscribers to Marvel Unlimited.
No kidding.
So
Cool.
yeah, we get to go to this panel and see the creators of all these comics talk to us. I mean, like, I was, I was like in the third row back from all these people. It was pretty cool. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's well worth $100 a year since you get all the access to all that kind of stuff. They also send out, like uh, not not quizzes, but like polls, different polls, or to find out what you enjoyed or what you would like to see in this year's box. So
Okay.
you get to really be involved in the decision factors for a lot of stuff. So,
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, Marvel Unlimited.
Something I might have to check out. Because I had done Comixology, which is similar, I guess, to this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Marvel might be the way to go, actually.
Although I see Superman up on that shelf, you're not going to
Oh
find
yeah.
Superman in there.
What? What? Oh, yeah, that's okay because I've got all kinds of stuff around. But yeah, I've got enough.
Yeah.
Marvel.
So, and DC used to have their comic line too, but that went
Mhm.
away with them merging with HBO Max.
Yes. Yep.
So I think it is only Comixology. Is that right for DC?
At this point, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
and Amazon owns Comixology, I believe, as well.
yes, they do. Yeah.
So another subscription going towards Amazon.
They got me. They got me every which way. So yeah, but some pretty cool beans there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Pretty
for
cool
sure.
beans.
Oh man, I didn't even change the banner.
Oh man.
There.
I'll just
At
repeat
the
everything.
end.
No,
Excuse me.
but yeah, so I think it was a good episode. We hit our time. We covered, you know, the A/B testing. Be interesting to see how we can utilize that. Like I said, we're just gonna have to dig into some documentation, kind of get our heads around it. But if I feel adventurous, maybe I will, and I'll put up a tutorial video on it. I might try doing something like that.
Yeah, that'd
But
be cool.
yeah, we found out that neither of us know as much as we thought about Sonic, and we gave our predictions and our needs and our wants for 2022.
Yep.
And we found out that I like bees and photography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
There.
cool.
Yeah, so good stuff. Good stuff.
All right. Well, thanks for
Anything else you wanted to
everyone
wrap
watching or watching in the future. Please leave comments below. Like, subscribe, all those things. And please like and follow our podcast as well, which you can find on Spotify and Anchor.
Mhm. Yeah, always up for feedback, and we'll take reviews. So
yeah.
Yeah. So did you have anything else going on this week? As far as stream schedule?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I'll be next week for my D&D. Just did not line up. So
Gotcha. Yeah. Sounds good. Oxygen Box says roll credits. We'll take your cue then.
alrighty.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks.